What's up, guys? My name is Gabe, and welcome into the Trojan Blade. We have some huge breaking news here as USC has hired former Houston defensive coordinator Doug Belk to be the new defensive backs coach. So this is a big hire that I'm very excited about. I honestly didn't know a thing about him when this hiring was announced, but having done some more research and really looking into his background, I'm actually thrilled with this pickup. And considering some of the other schools that were after him as well, I think it's safe to say that this is a big-time hire for USC and Lincoln Riley especially. Now, guys, before we do get into it, if you are enjoying the videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to help support the channel in an even bigger way, I do have channel memberships and my Patreon, both linked down below in the description. Also, check out my new second channel that's linked down there as well. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into this. All right, so Doug Belk. This is another young coach, with him just being 36 years old. He's from Valdosta, Georgia, which I'm sure you guys have noticed we're really increasing how much we recruit in that state, so that could help there. One of the biggest stops on his entire coaching record up to this date was from 2014 to 2016. He was a GA at Alabama, obviously working under Nick Saban and Kirby Smart. Two great coaches, two great defensive minds. Having that on your resume, winning national titles, working under arguably the two best defensive minds in the game, that's huge in my opinion. And man, if there's one thing you learn being under both Saban and Kirby, it's how to recruit. So hopefully he brings that same work ethic to Los Angeles. God knows we need the help. After his stint at Alabama, he went to West Virginia and became the corners coach there in 2017. He did a phenomenal job there, and in 1 year, he got a promotion to head to Houston and become the co-defensive coordinator. In 2020, he got a promotion to add the assistant head coaching title, and then in 2021, he became the sole defensive coordinator, also coached the safeties, and all he did in his first season as the sole defensive coordinator was have the Houston defense only giving up 20 points per game, which was good enough for 19th in the country, and they were only allowing 300 yards per game, which was 6th in the country. He was a finalist for the Broyles Award, which is for the best coordinator, so he's had some big-time success at Houston. Obviously not the easiest place to win, but he has done well there. But of course, he's not coming to USC to be the defensive coordinator. He's going to be coaching defensive backs. And like I mentioned in the intro, it wasn't just USC that was vying for his services. There's a lot of reports that he had an offer from Georgia. Georgia was definitely in communication with him at the very least. And look, how many years have we seen it where USC's hiring these guys that just got fired or they were out of the game for a bit? I mean, we just hired North Dakota State's head coach to be our linebacker coach. We just hired a guy that wasn't going to stay on staff at Houston because of the head coaching change with Dana Holgorsen, but this guy had big-time offers, big-time interest from huge programs, and he wanted to come to USC. Look, I said this on Twitter. You have a guy like Matt Entz, and now you have a guy like Doug Belk. D'Anton Lynn falls into this category as well. These are young coaches that really have some big aspirations in this profession. Matt Entz is making the move from North Dakota State to USC to try to become a Power 5 head coach, or a Power 2 head coach now, I guess. Doug Belk is a young superstar with already a ton of experience that is probably looking to get a head coaching job someday himself. Guys, do you honestly think these young guys making their first big move, getting their big break, do you think they would hitch themselves to Lincoln Riley if they did not have a guarantee that things were going to change with how the defense is operated? I'm sure they have guarantees that we're going to practice the right way. We're going to lift the right way. We're going to eat meals the right way. We're going to run our entire operation the right way. You heard Lincoln Riley say it. We're going to do things from a defensive first mindset. You look at Lincoln Riley going after a quarterback like Will Howard. To me, that signals we're going to change the offense a little bit with how we run things. Try to keep the defense off the field more. Ball control. Run the ball. Things are changing at SC. Lincoln felt the heat from this season, and he's saying things he's never said. He's making moves he's never made. These are big time hires, guys. And before any of you say it, no, the athletic director did not make these hires. That's not how this works. A coach that's making as much money as he is makes the hires. Jen Cohen, I'm sure, does great at her job, and I'm sure she has to sign off on the hires, but Lincoln is the one pulling the trigger here. So please don't leave that comment in my comment section. It just doesn't make any sense, really. So the whole timing of this hire was very strange. Literally, like 30 minutes before this was announced, Dante Williams put out his farewell statement, saying that he's leaving and going to Georgia, which, by the way, I do think a change needed to be made there. Our defensive backs just weren't progressing at all. But I really like Dante Williams as a person. He seems like a true Trojan to me. He really stuck with us through thick and thin, so I wish him nothing but the best. He's an absolute class act. I really hope he does well in his career. But an interesting thing, if you really think about it, D'Anton Lynn, Matt Entz, and now Doug Belk, these guys all have run a defense. I'm imagining the defensive meetings with these three just scheming up things. Three great minds really coming together. Obviously, it's Coach Lynn's decision what they do at the end of the day. But man, the more knowledge, more experience, and just more thoughts you add in that room, the better, in my opinion. So I'm very excited about this. Again, if anything, I really think this move just indicates how serious we are about changing this defense. As fans, we all know we were not okay with the defensive product the last 2 years. There's been a lot of noise that Lincoln Riley doesn't care, he only hires his friends, he's not going to change, he's not going to do anything, and what do you know, that was a bunch of bullshit. He's doing everything he can to fix this defense, and I said it last week, I'll say it again now. As a fan, if they're trying everything in their power and doing the absolute best they can, what more can we ask for? So I'm on board with this hire. I'm very excited to see how recruiting picks up. Again, we have a lot of work to do, but this is a very, very good step in the right direction. But the portal is about to heat up, guys. We're getting crystal balls left and right. Are we going to get a quarterback? We're going to get a lot of new defenders. Got to bring in a wideout or two, offensive line as well. So please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload. This time of the year, it's crazy. It's hectic. The news is coming in fast and furious. So if you do enjoy the videos, first, drop a like on this one. But secondly, hit that bell and stay up to date with everything USC. Guys, please let me know everything you think about Coach Belk down below in the comments. I'm always fascinated to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you all so much for being here today. You are all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.